Hello and welcome to our channel. In this video we are counting down on top 10 boxing films of all time no one should miss, and those who enjoy boxing films must give it a try and leave a comment below how many films you have already seen from this list or intent to see. Now let's get started. 10. The Boxer, 1997, directed by Jim Sheridan. Rising teen boxer and Belfast native Danny Flynn, Daniel Day-Lewis, was imprisoned for 14 years after getting involved with the Irish Republican Army. Newly freed from jail in his early 30s, Danny returns home and attempts to put his life back together. Reopening his neighborhood gym and reconnecting with his lost love, Maggie, Emily Watson, now a single mother while her husband is in prison, Danny battles against his former IRA compadres, including the militant Harry, Gerard McSorley. 9. Real Steel, 2011, directed by Sean Levy. Charlie Kenton, Hugh Jackman, used to be a prizefighter but lost his chance to win a title when heavy, towering robots took over the boxing ring. Now working as a small-time promoter, Charlie pieces together scrap metal into low-end fighters, barely earning enough to make it from one underground venue to the next. After hitting rock bottom, Charlie reluctantly teams with his estranged son, Max, Dakota Goyo, to build and train a championship robot for a last shot at redemption. 8. Southpaw, 2015, directed by Antoine Fuqua. Billy, the Great, Hope, Jake Gyllenhaal, the reigning junior middleweight boxing champion, has an impressive career, a loving wife and daughter, and a lavish lifestyle. However, when tragedy strikes, Billy hits rock bottom, losing his family, his house, and his manager. He soon finds an unlikely savior in Tick Willis, Forrest Whitaker, a former fighter who trains the city's toughest amateur boxers. With his future on the line, Hope fights to reclaim the trust of those he loves the most. 7. The Hurricane, 1999, based on a true story directed by Norman Jewison. Denzel Washington is Reuben "Hurricane" Carter, a man whose dreams of winning the middleweight boxing title were destroyed when he was arrested along with another man for the murders of 3 people in a New Jersey bar. Wrongfully accused, Carter and John Ardis were sentenced to 3 life terms in prison. 6. Creed, 2015, directed by Ryan Coogler. Adonis Johnson, Michael B. Jordan, never knew his famous father, boxing champion Apollo Creed, who died before Adonis was born. However, boxing is in his blood, so he seeks out Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone, and asks the retired champ to be his trainer. Rocky sees much of Apollo in Adonis, and agrees to mentor him, even as he battles an opponent deadlier than any in the ring. With Rocky's help, Adonis soon gets a title shot, but whether he has the true heart of a fighter remains to be seen. 5. The Fighter, 2010, based on a true story directed by David O. Russell. For Mickey Ward, Mark Wahlberg, boxing is a family affair. His tough-as-nails mother is his manager. His half-brother, Dickie, Christian Bale, once a promising boxer himself, is his very unreliable trainer. Despite Mickey's hard work, he is losing and, when the latest fight nearly kills him, he follows his girlfriend's advice and splits from the family. Then Mickey becomes a contender for the world title and he and his family earns a shot at redemption. 4. Cinderella Man, 2005, based on a true story directed by Ron Howard. During the Great Depression, ex-boxer James J. Braddock, Russell Crowe, works as a day laborer until his former manager Joe Gould, Paul Giamatti, offers him a one-time slot against a rising young contender. After he wins a shocking upset, Braddock goes back into the ring full-time, against the wishes of his frightened wife, May, Renee Zellweger. Dubbed the Cinderella Man for his rags-to-riches story, Braddock sets his sights on the defending champion, the fearsome Max Baer, Craig Bierko. 3. Million Dollar Baby, 2004, directed by Clint Eastwood. Frankie Dunn. Clint Eastwood is a veteran Los Angeles boxing trainer who keeps almost everyone at arm's length, except his old friend and associate Eddie "Scrap Iron" Dupreez, Morgan Freeman. When Maggie Fitzgerald, Hilary Swank, arrives in Frankie's gym seeking his expertise, he is reluctant to train the young woman, a transplant from working-class Missouri. Eventually, he relents, and the two form a close bond that will irrevocably change them both. 2. Raging Bull, 1980, directed by Martin Scorsese. The story of a middleweight boxer as he rises through ranks to earn his first shot at the middleweight crown. He falls in love with a gorgeous girl from the Bronx. The inability to express his feelings enters into the ring and eventually takes over his life. He eventually is sent into a downward spiral that costs him everything. 1. Rocky, 1976, directed by John G. Avildsen. Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone, a small-time boxer from working-class Philadelphia, is arbitrarily chosen to take on the reigning world heavyweight champion, Apollo Creed, Carl Weathers, when the undefeated fighter's scheduled opponent is injured. While training with feisty former bantamweight contender Mickey Goldmill, Burgess Meredith, Rocky tentatively begins a relationship with Adrian, Talia Shire, the wallflower sister of his meatpacker pal Paulie, Burt Young. So that was the list, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching our boxing films countdown. For more updates, make sure you subscribe to our channel. The handle is right in front of you.